Well, good morning, everyone. It's hard to believe that a year has gone by already since the last time we talked. And at that point, we talked about 3 years, consecutive 3 years of reductions in crime. Well, I'm pleased to announce that we're back for a fourth straight year. Thank you. Fourth straight year that crime has been reduced in Prince George's County. Reductions like I'm going to talk about here on these charts don't happen in a vacuum. Everyone that is here today, especially on this panel, from the governor to County Executive Baker, the council, the sheriff's department, state's attorney, all the municipalities, the state police, everybody's been involved in this fight. And it's only through that partnership and a partnership with the community that I'm going to talk about here in just a minute that we've been able to do this type of reduction across this entire county. But I especially want to thank the men and women of this police department who work every day, and I watch them, and it amazes me. I have to tell them to go home sometimes, how hard they work supporting this county. And because of what they do every day, we've been able to reduce crime continuously over the last 4 years. If you look at the very first post, it's the 2014 comparison to 2013. All three, violent crime, property crime, overall crime is down 9%. And as we go through these charts, it's important for me that you understand that statistics relate to people. So as we're talking about crimes, we're talking about people who's been impacted by crime or not impacted because of what has gone on in this community, but we're talking about people's lives. And really, one of the biggest thing on number one poster was almost 2,400 fewer victims in 2014 as opposed to 2013. And to be honest with you, that's how we judge our performance, is the reduction of victims. That's our focus as a command staff. The second poster, homicides down 40% since 2010. Now, since Mr. Baker came in, homicides in this county in 4 years have been cut by 40%. I just needed to say it again. I needed to hear myself say it again. Nowhere else in the state and very few places in the country can rival that number. We had 54 murders last year. That's too many. And we can do better, and we will do better. And that's our focus going into 2015. But I need you to know that on an hourly basis, the command staff that's here, all through the command structure, these commanders work tirelessly every hour of every day, moving resources to adjust to wherever we need, wherever there's a crisis or an issue, and putting resources in positions to where we don't have the crisis even happen. But under Mr. Baker's holistic approach, we work collaboratively with every agency of the county government. Every agency within this county government is in the fight, and that's what's important. Poster number 3, also behind me, is when you look at the first 4 years of Mr. Baker's administration, violent crime down 36%, property crime down 33%, overall crime down 33%. Those are staggering numbers. There's just no other way around it. But it can be attributed to the hard work of the men and women of this department and the leadership of its command staff. But beyond the good work of our investigators and our patrol officers, I want to publicly thank our community members. It's because of that strong relationship that we've been able to reduce crime. Just one example, last year in 2014, Crime Solvers tips, calls coming into the department in reference to crime, grew 22% in 1 year. We had an incident not far from here in Forestville that I can tell you 5 years ago, if we knocked on the door, people wouldn't even answer the door. We had to set up a separate line because so many people were calling us with tips and helping us close a serious case that occurred over there. Those are the kinds of changes that have allowed us to continually drop crime in Prince George's County. And maintaining and strengthening this partnership with the community is one of our top priorities. This is not to say that 2014 was not without challenges. 7 children who were 3 years old or younger were murdered in this county last year. 6 of those babies by family members. Jason Holland, Jason Perez, Damian, Layla, Kanijah, Aiden, and Kayla. This is what drives us every day, every hour of every day, is to make sure that we stop this kind of violence. Since 2013, we've taken a hard look at domestic violence. Crimes involving family members plagued us this year. While our homicides were down again this year, 37% of our homicides in 2014 were family-related. Our definition of domestic violence in Prince George's County is broadening. We're going beyond the traditional definition of domestic violence as involving intimate partners. In 2015, we're working to focus on the family and the violence that sometimes occurs there. We've already begun this work by joining with pastors across the county, our state's attorney who spearheaded the effort, the sheriff's office, and the entire county government. This is one of our top priorities for 2015. The family is at the heart of who we are as a community. So there's still much work to be done. Utilizing our district-level coffee clubs, Citizen Police Academy advisory councils, COPS officers, our social media pages, and our newly hired community liaison, we've fanned out across the county in a constant effort to interact and engage with our community. The reductions you see are in direct correlation to our partnership with our community. As this relationship continues to grow, our ability to reduce crime in our county grows exponentially.